Well, the zombies are back once again, and this time it's the sequel to Zombie Tycoon. This is Zombie Tycoon 2, Brainhov's Revenge. Ben, what'd you think of the sequel?
Well, I didn't really play the first game at all.
Neither did I.
Okay, good. So we're both going in nice and fresh. I was actually pretty impressed, first and foremost, with the look of this game. I really like the design of the characters. I really like the animations of the cutscenes. It looks good.
You can zoom in and zoom out.
Yeah, it looked like a high-quality game considering it comes from a relatively small developer. So I was pretty impressed by that. The game itself, it's a little bit of a slow-moving kind of game. I mean, you think it's going to be a real-time strategy game because it kind of has that approach, but it turns out it's more like a tactical strategy game because you don't actually create resources.
Yeah.
You just got to manage these zombies. Just send zombies out.
Square, circle.
That's right.
That's it.
And they map it to the face buttons, and I like that because it's a smart way to try to handle control in a game that typically works better on PC.
I wish you had more control, though. It does group them into like bundles of 5, but there's occasionally some points where you need to split up your groups or have 2 groups of the same type doing a specific objective, and I'm like, well, I only need 2 of you guys here. You send the other 3 over here, and you can't do that. You have to send them in groups.
I think that's one of the stumbling blocks here. You have your square button move, you got your circle button group, and then you've got your X button special monster, and then you can actually control your main dude with the triangle button.
Yeah.
But because you can't really split up any of those groups, you can often just sort of keep doing the same thing over and over again, which is you send basically everything exactly what you need to destroy.
Just move them to a direction.
You just move everybody to one place, they get into some big fight. You can't really control the fighting much, it's just a lot of crap going on. Yeah, I think a lot of the game is sort of not explained very well, and you just kind of get thrown into these very large maps and these levels that take a really long time to complete.
Yeah.
And really the only thing here is you just don't want to lose your main unit, which in this case is Orville Tycoon. That's the name of the main character. Apparently in the last game you had Orville Tycoon, you had Professor Brainhov, and he was sort of the mentor to Orville Tycoon, and now the 2 of them are in some giant zombie war together. They're fighting each other. The other guy's got fast zombies, you've got the classic slow shambling zombies, and that's really the entire premise here. There's no speech or anything, there's no text or anything, so it's all just told through these kind of cartoony cutscenes. And that's handled well enough, but the gameplay, just same thing, over and over.
And there are hidden things throughout the world that you can discover. There's a certain type of monster you can get that'll kind of lead you in the direction and show you where all the secrets are. But just getting to that, it's just like, I just want to get to the objective, finish off what I'm supposed to do. Occasionally there'll be houses spread around the arenas that you can just go send your guys in and they take over.
Well, the point of getting all those houses is that you can then use this one special zombie power-up where all these zombies come in like clobber or whatever you're fighting, but you rarely need to use it. I kept forgetting about it. I think there's just sort of a lack of creativity in the levels and the objectives and what you're trying to do on each map, and it just sort of felt like every level was just another way too big level. It was too large just to actually finish it. You had checkpoints, which is fine, but if you were in between checkpoints, you're just kind of getting bored. I've been on this level for an hour. I would rather have smaller, punchier levels, especially when you're playing it on the Vita and you might not have a lot of time to play the game. Well, Jose, we've been killing zombies for days and days now. We've got brains all over our feet. I have got to take a shower, but first we've got a review. Zombie Tycoon 2, what are you going to give it?
I'm giving it a 6.5 out of 10.
I'm giving it a 5 out of 10 myself.